Welcome, everybody. My name is John Stevens. I'm the mayor of the great city of Costa Mesa. Let's hear it for Costa Mesa. Thank you all for being here to attend this spectacular event to honor and dedicate this park for our chief, the chief of our heart, Roger Neth. Thank you very much for your service. There's going to be a lot of information about you. This is your day, Chief, and it's a day that's, I'd say, overdue, but better late than never. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Better late than never. Before we get started today, I'd like to introduce our very own Costa Mesa Police Department Color Guard for the presentation of the colors. And the Pledge of Allegiance is going to be delivered, or she's going to lead us. The city manager of our great city, Lori-Ann Farrell Harrison, will come up and lead us in the pledge. So please, Color Guard.
Honor guard, attention! Port, arm! And right, face! Column left, march! March time, march! Halt. Left, face. Freeze at arm.
If we could please put our hands over our hearts. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! Order! Right, face! Forward, march!
You may be seated. Thank you very much to our city manager, Lori Farrell Harrison, and especially to our Color Guard. Let's hear it for our Color Guard. It is my honor to be here to preside over and celebrate this man, Chief Neth, who is truly a local legend with deep ties to our great city of Costa Mesa. Chief Neth has made Costa Mesa his home since 1936. And I want you to think about this for a second. In 1936, none of this was here. And now we're all here I don't even know how many years later, Chief, and it's 2021, and look at the changes that have happened. He told me that there were 1,600 people that were residents in 1936. So we've come a long way. Okay, back to the script. His local roots include playing football at Newport Harbor High School and being part of a championship team in 1942. He later went on to play football at Santa Ana College and San Jose State University and was inducted into the Newport Harbor Hall of Fame in 2016. He was also presented the Costa Mesa Mayor's Award in 2006 and in 2021 at the urging of Kathy Jo Liebel and at the suggestion of my dear friend, that mayor and now our county supervisor, Katrina Foley. The city council unanimously voted to rename this park Roger Neth Park in his honor forever. And here's why. Picture this. Chief Neth was one of the first 3 police officers hired in the city of Costa Mesa, and after drawing straws to determine shift assignments, was the very first police officer to serve on active patrol in the city of Costa Mesa all the way back in December of 1953. He was named first lieutenant and one of the first 2 captains of the Costa Mesa Police Department in the late 1950s. He was appointed as the department's second police chief in 1964 and his 22-year tenure as chief is the longest in the history of the Costa Mesa Police Department. That's just scratching the surface of his accomplishments, and we'll hear more about those accomplishments from our new chief, Ron Lawrence, in a few minutes. It is rare, truly rare, for a park to be named after anyone in the city of Costa Mesa. In Costa Mesa, we have 31 parks. This is the third park to be named after a city employee. One is Heller Park, which was named after Charles Heller, our first superintendent of streets, kind of like what Raja does now. So Raja, your day will come. And the other, of course, is Ketchum-Leibold Park, named after two helicopter officers who tragically died in the line of duty in 1987. And much like the past summer when we were able to honor former Mayor Norma Herzog, the first female mayor in the history of the city of Costa Mesa, but certainly not the last, by naming the new community center after her, that's also a rarity, we are delighted to have former Chief Neth here to share in this honor. But unlike when we did the community center, Chief Neth is here in person. There's no Zoom. Nobody's on Zoom. Thanks be to God for that. It is thanks to Chief Neth that Costa Mesa's police department has a reputation of being one of the finest in the state of California. And it was his accomplishments and innovations that set the stage early for the expectations of this great department that continue to this very day. Look around. They continue to this very day. So, Chief Neth, we are so grateful for your leadership and dedication, and it seems like this is the least we could do, truly the least we can do, to honor your incredible legacy. So I congratulate you, and now I'm happy to introduce your district representative in District 3, our Mayor Pro Tem, the great Andrea Marr.
Good morning, everyone. I, too, am thrilled to be here. What a wonderful day that we are finally doing this. So back in 2018, as many of you may be aware, we went to districts for the first time in this city. And we try really hard not to make it a competition, but let's be real, I have the best district by far. So we have the OC Fair and Event Center, we have Tewinkle Park, the city's skate park, the city's Bark Park, and now Neth Park as well. So very, very excited to add that to the list of things in District 3. I also want to point out that Chief Neth is a resident of District 3, where he has lived for 60 years and raised his beautiful family. So more District 3 attributes there. In addition to his numerous professional accomplishments, Chief Neth also served on the board of directors for the Harbor Area Boys Club and the Orange Coast YMCA. Congratulations, Chief Neth, on this well-deserved honor.
Well, good morning. I have to tell you, listening to our great Mayor Stevens and our city manager, Lorianne Harrison, it's a tongue twister, and listening to our city staff and all of the great community here, it's just an honor to be here, seeing all the wonderful people. This is what makes Costa Mesa special, and I'm just so honored to be here to honor Chief Neth. And I know that I might be not new to being a police chief, but I am the new kid on the block here in Costa Mesa, seeing Chief Neth, Chief Garzi, Chief Snowden, Chief Glass. So, Chief Neth, you don't have to draw straws to take the night shift anymore. You take the day watch, I'll take the night shift. I'm the junior guy. And I think about our chiefs here and the legacy that Chief Neth has left. It's truly admirable what he's accomplished for this department, and not only the department, but the entire policing profession. You truly left a remarkable legacy. He implemented the new use of vehicle cameras for DOI arrests, one of the first in our nation. And he put in place police officer standards and training for all Costa Mesa police officers, bringing us up to professional standards. Under his leadership, Costa Mesa PD was the first department in the United States to place computer terminals in our police cars. Clearly an innovator of his time. He created the SWAT team, the Scholastic Achievement and Tuition Reimbursement Program, a helicopter program, youth services program, motorcycle program, cop on campus program, and the area policing concept, many of these of which we still have in place today. He helped to develop the computer automated dispatch system in our records management system, bringing us into the new future. Employed the first handwriting expert in Orange County, and in his spare time became a helicopter pilot. Now, Chief, that's not something I'm going to be able to do. You got me on that one. He was also a distinguished marksman and was named Top Gun in Orange County. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Also, Chief, something I'm not going to be able to do. So congratulations on that. He was a charter member of the California Police Chiefs Association, a former president of the Orange County Police Chiefs Association, and a member of the Golden West College Orange County Police Training Academy Advisory Committee. His accomplishments truly are way too many for us to talk about this morning in the short time we have together. But as you can see, not only is the Costa Mesa community indeed indebted to him for his service, but so too is our entire policing profession. Chief Neth, it is my honor to personally say thank you to you on behalf of my staff, Captain Bacala, Captain LaPointe, and all of the men and women of the Costa Mesa Police Department. Truly, thank you so much for setting the foundation, not only of the past and the present, but far into the future for your professionalism and the legacy that you've laid here in Costa Mesa. Now I'd like to invite our great mayor back to the podium for some more final words.
Thank you to the Mayor Pro Tem and the Chief for those great words. And now it is my distinct honor and pleasure to call to the podium a great man, a great American, and a great Costa Mesan, Chief Roger Neth.
Thank you. Bear with me for a moment. I will just give you a couple of brief comments. I'm legally blind and totally deaf in one ear. And what I do hear, I can't remember. Just a few short comments. I've enjoyed the years with the Costa Mesa Police Department. I looked forward every day to go to work, and that's an honest statement. And that's not too common in most occupations today, not every day. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the person who is most responsible for this activity today, Kathy Jo Liebel, my next door neighbor and the best neighbor in the world. And since I live by myself, she is my eyes and ears. You know, you take care of yourself and you're going to fix dinner and say, well, another TV dinner tonight. Uh-oh, got to run next door to Kathy Jo, see how long I put it in the microwave. So things are different, but I'd like to thank her for making the suggestion to the mayor at that time to do something like this, and the mayor took it to the rest of the council, and that's why we're here today. So I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'm very pleased and happy with the years that I've served, and I'm glad to see such tremendous support and friends. People today I've seen today that I haven't seen for years. So thank you very much.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, this park was voted on and promoted and by our former mayor Katrina Foley, and then she was promoted. She's now our supervisor, and we're so pleased that she is. But so she's got a certificate, as always. But I want to call her up and have her say a few words on this occasion since she was so instrumental in making this day happen. So Katrina Foley, our supervisor.
Thank you. It's so great to be here in Costa Mesa this morning and to see so much of our Costa Mesa family. Thank you, Chief Neth, for all of that you have done to serve our community and to leave a lasting legacy. Really, the chiefs that are also here today to join you in this celebration, they built upon what you started. And I think it's really incredible so much that you did to kind of push our Costa Mesa Police Department forward into the future. And you set a standard for all of the nation right here in Little Costa Mesa. So thank you for that. And I know you'll enjoy walking over and bringing a chair with you. I know Kathy Jo will bring a chair for you to sit down and, maybe have lunch in the park. And we'll all be able to remember your legacy here in Costa Mesa. So I'm going to walk over to you so you don't have to come over here. But I want to present you this certificate on behalf of the County of Orange. And it's just my honor to be able to do this. And it was my honor to be able to bring this forward and get unanimous support from our city council at the time to make this Neth Park. So thank you, Chief.
Okay, so we have some more plaques to present to the chief. You're not done yet. So in order of constitutional supremacy, we're going to hear from the federal government, the United States House of Representatives from the office of Michelle Steele, Andrew D. Giovanna.
I think I have the most difficult name of the representatives, so you got that out of the way. But it's such an honor to be here representing the Congresswoman. It's an honor to be here recognizing Mr. Neth, and we just share in this celebration and commemoration. Keeping our community safe is our chief priority, and you've been at the forefront of that, and all of you here today. So today is a celebration of you, a living legend, and your very present legacy. So we share in that joy, that excitement. We have a certificate we have for the city and for the park, just commemorating this dedication, and we appreciate the Costa Mesa Police Department's involvement with the Congresswoman's Law Enforcement Advisory Board. Again, keeping our communities safe. So thank you so much. It's an honor to be here and to see you.
Okay, so we covered the county and the federal government, and now I'm pleased to bring up representatives of our state government. From the 74th Assembly District, the office of Cottie, Petrie-Norris, Alexander Kim will come up, and he'll be accompanied by Patricia Macias, and she's from Dave Minn's office. He's the senator of the 37th Senate District. There are Senate office and Assembly office. They have certificates to present and words to say. So let's bring up Patricia and Alex, please. Alexander.
Thank you, Mayor Stevens. Well, on this morning, we're definitely proud to represent and attend these wonderful grand openings, but this morning is very significant for the city of Costa Mesa. And we want to express our gratitude on behalf of the state of California legislature from both the Assembly District, Cottie, Petrie-Norris, and Senator Dave Minn, also in this area. So let me read this and proceed. So this is on behalf of the California State Assembly. Thank you for honoring former Chief of Police Roger Neth. His dedication to the Costa Mesa Police Department and the people of Costa Mesa as the first sworn Costa Mesa police officer is highly commendable and deserves special recognition. We are honored to attend this renaming ceremony and applaud the city of Costa Mesa for creating this dedication for the Neth Park dedication ceremony on the 4th day of November 2021. Congratulations on behalf of the State Assembly and the State Senate.
Okay, we're almost to the unveiling, and I think why don't we do this before we do? We could take one quick picture with our certificate. Can I call up Manuel Chavez and Jeffrey Harlan and Andrea Marr up here? And we'll take a picture. We're good at taking these photos. We're really very practiced at taking photos. But I just want to give, we've heard from me, of course, ad nauseum, and Andrea Marr. I just want to give Councilmember Chavez and Councilmember Harlan an opportunity to say a few brief words of congratulations to Chief Neth.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today in this really big, momentous moment for our former chief, Chief Neth. Chief, I had a pleasure working with many of your proteges and many of the people you inspired. And as I look in Costa Mesa and why we're one of the safest cities in Orange County and why we're so innovative and so community-oriented, it all really points back to you. And I just want to say one thing. I'm a big believer in legacy, and I feel legacy is not having a park named after you, but having a whole culture revolve around someone's ideas and goals. And that's what we've done for Costa Mesa. We're a safe city because of you. We're a great city because of you. And I'm so happy we can do the smallest thing for you and your family and your legacy. Thank you so much.
I will be very brief. Nobody wants to hear politicians speak, and we've been here longer than we need to. But Chief Neth, just thank you. I mean, you have a tremendous legacy here. There is really just a lot of history here today. And when I look around, I just appreciate what we have here in our community, and you are a fundamental part of that. So thank you very much, and we're happy to be here today.